Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, and here is a ridiculous fight. So this is day 4 in Alliance Quest. This is map 7. I'm going against the Thing mini-boss. So there aren't too many effective counters against him. Quake is probably the best, so here I am quaking it. But this is the second day we've had the global node brute force. You can see I'm degenning health like crazy because of it. And so I throw my heavy, trying to get the brute force off of me, and of course it comes back. It's every 6 seconds, so this makes this fight really brutal because, I mean, Quake is, as I said, one of the few characters. He's already a really strong defender. Combine this with the nodes of Mighty Charge and Mesmerize, and it's just an incredibly difficult fight, and he's stacked so much power. So I'm quaking away, actually doing really well for me. I'm not the best Quake player in the world, but he finally gets a power and I can't Quake style, so I was sort of trying to bait his heavy, but end up getting smashed. So that was the end of that. And so usually I stop here, and one of the other better Quake players comes along and finishes him. But since I was, I don't know, we were running really actually behind this day. It took us a long time to get section 2 cleared. And it's getting late, I'm capped on energy, so I decided to go in with Corvus and just see what damage I can do, and maybe I could continue the fight with Corvus and the timeout strategy. So I go in, he's at 49%. Of course, Corvus is not very good against him because he gets protection pretty quick, and you can see every time you hit him too hard, he gets protection, so it's just a really difficult fight. I bait out his SP1, figuring I'd get a couple hits in, totally forget about the Unstoppable. It's just so much to remember in this fight, and I die. And so yeah, that didn't inspire me too much, but it did do 5% damage, I believe. So I was like, okay, maybe if I go timeout style with Corvus Glaive, I can finally beat him. And so yeah, I decided to do that. So he's 174,000 points. He has protection. I haven't used any items, so I think it's worth a try just to see what it's like. And so I go to it. And so for those of you who don't know, Corvus is a, he has these immunities with his glaive charges, so he's really survivable at 1% or less health, as in he just won't die till he uses his glaive charges. Of course, if you get hit, you're probably going to die. And see there, there's the evade, so annoying, and so of course I just time out and then I go again. So this is try 3. And so yeah, this fight is, the Mesmerize node really makes it difficult. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Fire off my special. Of course, every time I take a block hit, if it's a parry, it's only 2 glaive charges it uses, and each hit does 4, as you see there. Timed out the last minute, right before I get punched one more time, and I do save Corvus. And so now I'm going in. Actually, no, he died. Sorry, I forgot that he died here. So even though I hit pause, I guess he was in the act of dying, so it didn't matter. So this is now my second revive. I'm going to go in again. So, each time I'm doing so little damage to him that it's a little bit ridiculous. But again, I figured I might as well help my alliance out and do this. And so once again, in with Corvus, trying really to figure out what is the best way of fighting him in this case. And it's not so easy. And so, his protection activates really quick. I figure I might as well hit into him. I'm still doing, 1,000 for my crits or so. I've taken him down 2%. He throws his special. I go in. He, of course, evades again, and this time I think he pulled it off. Oh, the Mesmerize is so annoying. So back in again I go. Like, the Mesmerize is only supposed to be a 7% chance, but there it is again. So literally in I would say probably 30 hits, it's happened 3 times. Not even that. I guess I would make it about 7%. And there it is again. It just happens all the time. Oh, so frustrating. It just seems like it's much more than advertised, which doesn't surprise me. And so back in the fight I go, and just taking him down a few percent each time. Now, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you sort of get through his protection. I'm not exactly sure why or how or when, but there, I was doing 5,000 per hit, which was amazing. Launches his SP2, which is great. His protection's back on, so I'm back to doing nothing. Just worried about running out of rock stacks, so I might as well err on the side of caution and then just time out there. And remember, every time I time out, you're luckily safe from this, but there's the evade again, and got the timeout before he could kill me. I have to wait until the timer runs out. So you can see in this fight, the timer is at, there's the evade, it's 7 seconds of fighting. And so I literally have to wait to the other 2 minutes and 51 seconds end. The fight times out, and then I lose half my health, but half of like 2 health is 1, so it doesn't affect me too much. And then back and I go, and so yeah, it's just such a frustrating fight. I mean, it's already hard enough, but the Mesmerize is just such a ridiculous node. And so here I sort of stop for a second just because I think maybe I'll go for the timeout, but I see it as a special, so I go back in. And I always have to be careful because at 15 rock stacks, of course, he goes unstoppable. It's an easy way to die. So now at 11, and making small progress, but not much. I probably should have figured out a better way. So his protection is over now, but you see if I hit into his block, the protection reactivates again because I haven't quite figured out this ability. There's the evade. Always happens. I mean, it's almost guaranteed to happen. Like again, I was way under 10. I mean, even at 10, it should happen less than once a lot of times. So even hitting me, he gets protection. And there it is again. It's incredible. I mean, Mesmerized. I mean, I swear it happens 50% of the time. I know that's not really true, but it just seemed to happen so often in this fight. And on top of that, the Mighty Charge. So I tried to get the parry immediately once the fight starts, which you can because though he is unstoppable on the medium charge, if you're close to him and he does a light attack, he actually doesn't do the, what is it called? Unstoppable charge. No, it has some other name. I can't remember what the name of it is all of a sudden, but it's the node where when he rushes forward, he's unstoppable. And he's also buff immune too, so you can't stun him. But you can do that with if you're close to him, and he just throws a medium. So often I tried just at the very beginning to get the parry in. You see I got it right there, and then off to the fight I go. So just hit him, do what damage I can. And then once again, it's not much damage. And there it is. Within 10 hits, at least 1 evade. And Mesmerize, not only does he evade you, but you get stunned. So it's like incredibly, I mean, you just die. I mean, that's all there is to it. There, I missed the intercept. Of course, you can't intercept with the charge. God, I wish I could remember the name of that node. Totally forgotten. So now we're up to 17 tries. And again, every time I try, I have to wait out the timer. So, so frustrating. The evade happened again. You know, if they took out Mesmerize, it would still be an incredibly annoying fight, but it wouldn't be quite that bad. So now I've gone down to 6%. I actually believe one of my Alliance mates tried to sneak in and take the kill from me because it sort of jumped from like 15 down. And oh man, so close, so excited. And with the SP1, and finally, 17 tries, over 1 hour fighting, I finally managed to kill him. It was quite the effort. Luckily here I am working at home, so it didn't matter much. I would play for the 10 seconds, do 2 minutes and 50 seconds of work till the timeout, and then go play again. So a crazy fight, really ridiculous. Here's just a funny way of looking at it. I took all of the entrances to the fight and just sped them up, and you can see that I'm going in there, and look how slowly his health meter drops with each effort in. There's when the snake tried to happen. Brett tried to steal my hard-won victory, but yeah, crazy fight. It just was way too much, and I mean, I appreciate a good challenge. Like, as I said, it's already a difficult fight enough, and with Quake, yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know, if Quake is the answer, then fine. But I wish there was a little less difficulty. I mean, Thing's already a good defender. You know, maybe one of those 2 nodes, the medium charge or the Mesmerize, would be enough. I'd really take off Mesmerize. I think that's just too much. So yeah, this fight is a pretty crazy fight. But I mean, in the end, I managed to get him down with only using 2 revives, but it just took so long, and yeah, a little too much kabam. But I doubt they'll change it, so we'll keep on having to do this. And I mean, I guess my last point would be don't put brute force on with Quake. I mean, it's like she's the only good counter. I guess Nick Fury's alright too, but yeah, it's one thing to have really difficult fights in things like 6.4 or Uncollected, but when you have a item use cap, then it's pretty dangerous because you have people start iteming out on Alliance Quest. I mean, it's just, you basically ruin 5 days worth of work, and one person is just going to feel so bad for, you know, ruining the other 29 people's rewards, and so it's a lot of pressure, and it's a little too much for Alliance Quest. So there it is. I figured I'd show you this crazy fight and let you just enjoy it because it is that, and yeah, I hope you appreciated this video. So this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, wishing everyone a good day. Bye bye.